Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello and welcome. I am Madals, and this is another StarCraft 2 England cast. And, well, it is game 3 of a best of 3. It is between TSLHyuN, the blue Zerg player in the lower left, TSLRevival, the red Zerg in the top right. It's a team grudge match. It's the deciding match of the series, which has been such a good series so far. Oh my god, these two make ZvZ intense, and, well, I just don't know what to say to you guys at this point. I don't know what these two are going to do. They could do anything, everything. They are possibly two incredible ZvZ players. I've watched them play ZvZ so many times against each other. I never know really which way to call it. Before I cast this series back in Antec Attack, I probably would have put it in HyuN's favour, but Revival has played solidly, like really solidly. But both of them seem to fail pretty badly if they go for early aggression. That's really been the staple of all of it, but that is apparently not going to stop HyuN, who's already thrown down that spawning pool at 9, so a 9 supply spawning pool. When will these two learn? Your early aggression never seems to work out well for you against each other. Seriously, I've cast so many games, and you can look at my back catalogue. Anytime they go early aggression, it just tends not to work. They tend to lose. But HyuN, he's dedicated to it now. He's committed. He's getting up the gas as well. It gets cancelled. It was purely just for the extraction trick. Meanwhile, Revival, he's happy just like, I'm gonna build some drones. I've got my Overlord, and I'm droning. He's happy. It's like he's playing Farmville at the moment. He's just like getting his drones and getting the income. He doesn't want to do any of this fighting stuff. No, not indeed not. But HyuN, on the other hand, he's like, nope, gonna come and kill you. I'm not here for the social aspect. I'm not here to be your friend, Revival. I'm not here to be your teammate. I'm here to win. And, well, Revival, he's gone for a hatch first. There's 6 Zerglings on the way, though, for HyuN. That is very likely to become 8. I definitely think. There we go. So 8 Zerglings are going to be on their way over. Oh, this is going to be tense. Revival, build your spawning pool. Good, Revival. Okay, Revival. I'm really going to root for you now against these Zerglings. At least in this attack, my allegiances are very, very loosely connected to you. So, come on. Come on, spawning pool. Come on, spawn. You're not going to do it, are you, spawning pool? You're not going to finish anywhere near in time. The Zerglings. No, a little hatchery here. I'm sorry. I've got to break it to you. You're going to be cancelled. You're not going to be defended. You're going to die, but your sacrifice will hopefully not be in vain, and Revival will hopefully be able to come back from it because, well, a lot of Zerglings on their way over. The spawning pool's still not done, and we may even see these Zerglings just go straight from the main base, but no, HyuN, he's just happy forcing the counter there. He knows it's a hatch first build, and by picking that off, he knows he's going to be in an amazing spot. He's got his own hatchery, a quarter done as well, and well, that's just pretty winning. We've got 4 Zerglings on the way out for Revival, the Queen on its way. Now, amazingly, the Zerglings actually coming up towards the main base, just taking a look at what's going on. And I'm surprised that he pulled all of them, because that means that it's now going to be pretty close to see whether he actually managed to kill that. All the drones on their way down, though. This could be very, very close indeed. And, well, it looks like HyuN will definitely take it down now. Needs to get out of there, though, as quickly and efficiently as possible without taking too many losses. A lot of drones getting pulled back. And HyuN lost, well, a tiny amount of stuff. Whereas Revival, he lost a base, which is pretty huge right now. Losing a base at this stage is never fun, but of course the counter-attack, the inevitable counter-attack, is on its way through. This is all going to come down to Zergling on Zergling, and HyuN needs to be careful. He's only got 7 against the 12 of Revival right now, so really needs to get back, needs to start producing some more Zerglings. He's got the Queen there, that'll help obviously. We've got a handful of Zerglings falling back as well now for Revival. Is Revival going to go for the complete push? We'll wait and see. HyuN though, he's getting up 4 more Zerglings, 6 more Zerglings. He's got the Queen there. He's done good damage. He knows he's in a comfortable spot at the moment. Going to probably try and go for the wall off of the ramp using the Zerglings and the Queen. So that all looks pretty safe. We've got more Zerglings on their way in. A good attack arc right there. And Revival is forced to go back for the moment. HyuN now really needs to transition out of this and start going max drones. Now, as you can see, Revival is pulling ahead in terms of the drone count. He's also got a lot more in production as well. So that is the problem you've always got to think is, what is my opponent doing behind this? But HyuN is now getting up his own drones. That will bring him slightly close to catching up, but he still needs more than that for the time being. But of course, this is the thing. Revival is really oversaturated in drones. Anything over 16, they do nothing. So he's taking the 2 gas. That's really his only option, to start getting more gas up, because until that base finishes, those extra workers are not giving him extra income, which is really why we're seeing this very, very level. And we'll actually should see HyuN start pulling ahead now. He's got some drones at the natural base, but here comes the counter attack of the counter attack from HyuN. So let's just say it's the continuation of HyuN's initial aggression. He's got a lot of Zerglings coming in. There's what, probably about 12 Zerglings against, well, more. But here comes the reinforcements. HyuN will be forced back again. But these two, they are just so happy to force each other to micro almost constantly. Always be aware that aggression could be coming in. Neither player started speed yet. The double gas, though, now up for HyuN as well. He's transferring those drones. Seriously, guys, these two are just, they play some of the most intense ZvZ I watch, just because it's always so aggressive, and it's not just like they both sit back and drone. We've got a lot of spine crawlers coming in as well. Here's HyuN clearly very, very worried about this aggression, and in terms of the count, 20 to 13. So when you factor in that many queens, it's not really a huge difference. 2 queens would level that out with a couple of drones. So again, HyuN perhaps overreacting with that many spine crawlers. I don't think he needs anywhere near that many. If we look at the worker count as well, he is starting to fall behind. Revival up to nearly 40 workers already. Double cancel, that is precisely what should be going on right there. But HyuN, he needs to catch up. He's getting his Baning Nest down. He's, well, that's up against Revival, getting his 3rd and 4th gas as well as the lair tech out. So really quite different strategies out of these two, and it's too stressful to tell which way it's going to go. It's always giving me a headache, these two, because it's going to be really close, and they've constantly got this Zergling pressure, and of course neither of them really transitioned out of just a pure who has the most Zergling phase. HyuN is trying to get his Baning Nest out, which will take him in sort of phase 2 of ZvZ, which is of course those Zerglings and Banelings, but for the moment this is really quite tight, because if you look at the worker count, while Revival is ahead by 7 and has been ahead for quite a while, this base was out up slightly sooner, which should therefore mean that HyuN has something more to show for it. But to be honest, he doesn't at the moment, which is slightly disappointing, and it's all due to the fact that HyuN has a lot more bank than his opponent does. Now, as you can see here, Revival taking his 3rd base already. HyuN is going to be able to see that, so should take his own 3rd base in response very, very soon, as the standard way you respond to this. He's got a bit of Zergling engagement here, but Revival does have Zergling speed, so does HyuN now just kicked in. And well, this is again another very, very close engagement, but HyuN does come out on top just. In terms of the resources lost, Revival only really losing a fraction more, about 150 more resources than that of his opponent. So this is really, really close. We do have the Roach one coming down for Revival, who does have his Lair and Infestation Pit. Well, Lair's done, Infestation Pit coming down with the Roach one as well, getting +1 missile attack. The Lair just started now for HyuN, who still doesn't have any sign of a Roach one, but does have 23 Banelings. My goodness, that is a lot of Banelings. Banelings are going to be rolling very, very soon, and well, those Zerglings, they're going to have to be careful, because there's just so... Oh my goodness, this is always a dangerous move when you just have so many Banelings, and if they just go straight for mineral lines, there's going to be problems, and so many Zerglings getting picked off now. Roaches are on the way for Revival, but in they come, and wow, look at how many drones are getting killed absolutely everywhere. Huge damage being done right now. Those Banelings coming up to Revival's main, and well, are we going to see too many more workers killed? Well, for the moment, not a huge number. They are all spreading out, but of course that's still lost mining time. And well, these Banelings, they're going to go for any kills they can, but good job by Revival actually splitting them all out, and not that many more killed yet. But if we take a look here, next wave in, 25 workers killed. That puts HyuN very, very comfortably ahead at the moment. These Zerglings will be able to pick off single Roaches and things like that. Roaches aren't good against Zerglings until they get up to sort of critical mass, and that's the point really where they start coming ahead. HyuN now transitioning into a Spire. Now, the problem with that is, what if just Roaches come in? But of course these Speedlings just running through, doing damage everywhere. They're up into the main base, they're picking off more workers. HyuN looking to be in just such a good spot at the moment. This is absolutely bonkers. Seriously, HyuN should be miles ahead right now. Like, he's got 20 more workers, but getting that Spire out, I'm just not sure it's the right move. I'm not sure if it's the right transition, because as you can see, Revival is getting up an awful lot of Roaches. He's not trying to re-drone or anything like that. He's just going to go for the kill, and HyuN, because he's gone for that Spire, he doesn't have any defense. This could be literally the biggest mistake of the century, and it could cost HyuN the game, because really in this situation you just want to chuck down Spine Callers. There we go, they are on their way. The Roach one is critically missing though from this whole engagement. A Macro Hatch coming down as well. HyuN, in this situation, you know that these Roaches are coming over. Just get more Spine Callers. More. Just more of them. Seriously, this counter-attack, this is crazy, but here we go. We've got the Roaches, they are trying to focus down. Transfuse is going down on the Spine Caller. This is brilliant Transfuse play out of HyuN right now, but one Spine Caller does go down. Banelings trying to connect with Roaches, but they do not engage cost-effectively in the slightest. Roaches soak up to so much damage. Lots of Banelings caught behind the Queens as well. This play is possibly going to win Revival the game right now, and Revival just with great Roach micro. This is absolutely crazy. He's doing an amazing job. and it looks like he's gonna go on to win because HyuN has nothing. He's got those 5 Mutalisks on the way, but they're just coming too late, and I fear that too much damage will be done. If we look here, HyuN just starting to lose an awful lot of drones very, very quickly. You can see that number dwindling rapidly, and HyuN GG's out, and I can't believe that HyuN, he did so well. If he just gone for the Rotron rather than the Spire, oh, that means Revival won. 2-1, that was, well, congrats to Revival. It was a brilliant comeback, but my goodness, those two make ZvZ so fun to watch. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the cast, please subscribe. I get new games up daily. Leave a cool comment, like the video, follow me on Twitter, that'd be amazing. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for another new cast. Bye for now.